right, so I've been wanting to do a kind of compilation or breakdown and look at all the crazy amount of behind the scenes footage there's already been of HBO's The Last of Us. Right now it's being shot downtown Edmonton. I live in Calgary, so they had already been shooting some stuff here, but barely anything from that was shot compared to, it's only been in Edmonton for a few days and there's already just a crazy amount of photos and videos taken by anyone. This here is actually a drone shot, a drone video taken by CTV. So this is a shot of this downtown set. I don't know Edmonton enough to know where this is, so sorry for that for anyone watching this from Edmonton. But this is just a shot of the set of the, I don't know the full story or where they're going, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna do the first game. They're gonna maybe it's already out there, but from what I'm thinking, it's gonna be based around the first game and when it first started and Joel losing his daughter. They're probably gonna do that. I'm sure they will because it was such a strong part of the story. This is just a really good wide shot of the entire set and how set dirty it is, and there's cars, and plus if you look at the cars, it could help you determine the year. Although other shots, just people who've taken videos and pictures directly on set. I don't know if one of the things that I'm really confused about is how anyone just can walk on set and take pictures and videos. I don't know. I guess because people live here, they're not blocking people off from getting to their house or something. But it's just like so many pictures and videos, and there's zero security, just zero locations that I can see that are like these people right down here in the corner. They're just standing around. I don't know. Probably locations PAs. I've been a location PA. It's like the shittiest job you can do on a set. But I would love to be doing it on this show. Holy fuck, would I love it to be doing it on this show. I wouldn't care. To just work on an HBO production would be amazing. But this is a really amazing shot of the entire set.
In Edmonton, Alberta.
Bryce Howard Way. That's probably where that shot was from. This is a guy who just took videos on set himself. Ominous music added to it. This is, the set. This gives you a really good shot of the street itself. This is straight up what it says. People smashing windows out, I guess. Right now it's really just a lot of shots of cars and...
Okay, so we got the set behind us over here, but it extends outward as well. And against these columns, we can see the boarded up facades of the post-apocalyptic shops and services of Boston.
Boston. So yeah, this show is supposed to take place, it takes place in Boston. But apparently, I guess downtown Edmonton looks like Boston, so...
That looks like it'll be filmed for a last stand type of situation. It's all cleared out with a little bit of rubble around the outside to put up a defense against who knows what.
Interesting theory. The level of how good it looks, is impressive. I feel like HBO is one of the premier productions in all of, the business. Every show they make is just high quality, and this is going to be like a post-apocalyptic fantasy-ish type show, and I can't remember if I heard that it was the most expensive show. I don't know if I heard that. It might still be just Game of Thrones, but I know that's the most expensive production ever shot in Canada's history, and they're shooting it in Alberta.
Okay, next up, the legislature grounds. Apparently they've done a little bit of work here as well. And look at that. That looks pretty post-apocalyptic. That has nothing to do with the movie. That's just Edmonton.
Yeah, a lot of people say funny stuff like that who live there. They're like, yeah, that's not set. That's just what Edmonton looks like. I don't know. I've only been in Edmonton a few times. I'm not excited. I call it. People call it Deadmonton for a reason, and now they have an even better reason. But this is a shot of maybe an important landmark to the show.
Okay, that one was a little unusual. I'll admit. At the last location I was filming around, they didn't care. Even the security walked up to me. We had a nice chat, friendly, great guys over there. And here, they said to stay a foot away from the fence, so I did. So I was able to get what I could. It looks like this site looks like a tent, maybe like a FEMA tent or some sort of emergency tent.
Could be a production
tent. I wasn't
tent.
able to get any footage of it because I couldn't get close enough. And yeah, but some really crazy, cool overgrowth on the side of the legislature building here in Edmonton. So yeah, but an amazing transformation for sure. And just for contrast, that is the other side of the legislature building here in Edmonton. They have no overgrown ivy here. Here we are on 104th Street, and they've set up some abandoned cars here as well. There's a bus and some old overgrown vehicles with Massachusetts plates, but still a very cool thing to look at.
No year, okay. So it's October. Actually, never mind. That's just a fucking idiot. But yeah, you can see for some reason the year is not there, but I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to go that deep with it. But I've seen photos of other sets where they would have the year on like posters on the wall that like weren't even in shot. So that's how detailed they would go. But this looks like the same set that was shot with the drone, 104th Street. Yeah, the big old bus. This entire street, just people are still, I guess, can walk around it. Maybe there's a fence around it. You can't get in close. I don't know where the cameras are. I can't see them, so I'm not sure if they're shooting this or not. Maybe they're just walking through it. I don't know, but I mean, it looks like they're being. It looks like there's. It's a camera being shot, a scene being shot. That's Pedro, and that's the other lady, Anna, somebody who I'm not familiar with, and then Bella in the middle, Belly. Okay, the shot here, you can definitely see the cameras. This is a good shot that kind of tells you a bit about the story. I mean, this is probably likely like from maybe the first episode. Actually, no, I heard they already filmed the pilot episodes. This isn't from the pilot episode. The pilot episode's already shot apparently. But this was likely when Ellie, and Joel first kind of get together, and this is their first outing as a group. Yeah, Billy's in the middle, so Pedro and the other lady is in front, so she's in the middle in a kind of standard protections type style. But they're still out in the open, pretty much, And the camera's back there, so I guess it's them kind of like walking through the wasteland or whatever they call it of Boston on the way to, if they're following the story, then they're taking her to a location because she supposedly has the cure, or she is the cure. Here's another shot that may help give some information. I only see two people. I think it's Bella and Anna. I forget the character that Anna's playing. I guess it's the lady that like tells Joel to like take this girl out of the city, and he doesn't really know yet why. But this is a short shot of them running into this building, I guess. But whoever was filming decided to film other shit. I guess this here is just nothing. They're just waiting for the scene. I guess they're just hanging out. So I don't know. Not much you can telling that from this. It's just them hanging out, waiting. Bella's a little jittery. I don't know. I feel like she's probably nervous. This could potentially be her first episode. She might. You can kind of see Bella Ramsey's jitteriness, excitedness. I don't know. She's either doing that to get warm because it's October in Edmonton. It could be a little chilly, but I think that this could be her first episode as an actress, because I'm only hypothesizing about the first episode, but I'm thinking the first episode could be the whole setup with the pandemic and how it happened and Joel losing his daughter. And if they go that way, I'm thinking they may go back farther and show some more things than in the game, because the game kind of just opens up and then half an hour later his daughter's dead, blah blah blah. So I think this maybe could be the first episode with her and them getting together. She like gets Joel to take her with her, and then I'm thinking she probably dies at the end of this episode. So they're like, okay, now it's us. Again, this is just me guessing of how the show could go. Totally making this up based on my knowledge of the game. So this shot here is just a shot of Bella. I think it's Anna Torv is the name. I actually stopped to look it up because I was forgetting her and who she's playing. She's playing Tess. So Tess is the lady that Joel already knows and asks him to take Bella on. Or Ellie. They're pretty similar names, so it's like confusing. Bella and Ellie. Bella is playing Ellie. But this is the shot of them going into this location. I'm thinking this could be where the Fireflies are, maybe. Or it could either be where... Is that Joel? I can't tell if there's a guy there that's Joel or Pedro or just one of the people with the camera. But at the end of the video, they just... Whoever records just kind of just wanders off. But so you can't really see what's happening, but it's likely they're entering this building, and I don't know, they're probably not shooting inside the building. This is an actual building that's the legislature building, according to the other video I saw. In the other video we saw that guy outside of here, and it's an actual building that could probably still be open for work. So I'm thinking that they shoot. I'm thinking that the interior is going to be a set of some sort, because they're doing a lot of exterior locations, like a lot. But I'm sure they're doing some, on-set studio stuff as well. So I don't know. Again, this is me just hypothesizing what could be happening in this scene, but I'm thinking it could be the end of the episode-ish where they're supposed to... This could be where they think they're going to be bringing Ellie, but then the shit hits the fan, and if the show goes the way the story goes, and Tess ends up dying, and I don't know, wherever the people they're supposed to meet weren't there, or something happens, and then Joel and Ellie are, together. I'm thinking by the end of the second episode, that's kind of where they're really coming together, and they're stuck with each other. And at first, they're probably going to be annoyed with each other, especially Ellie. Like, she's really kind of defiant as a character just because of her age. She's just like, I don't understand why you guys want blah blah blah, and I don't want to do this, I want to do that, just because of her age. Here's just another shot. It's really blurry. I don't know. I can't make it look better, I don't think. I mean, you shoot it. It's off Twitter video, so I don't know. And this person's probably just recording from their apartment building or whatever. But this is like them directing a scene. Like, he's being directed. So it's always kind of cool to watch actual directors do their job. So it's so blurry I can hardly tell, but Ella's the one with the red. Anything with red would be what Bella is doing. And I guess this is another shot. They're probably rehearsing. Or maybe it's just a one shot. Yeah, right here it's the camera's on the front person. This is Anna Torv, or Tess. So the camera's on her. So yeah, I mean, this is just mainly them shooting different angles of them walking through this. Maybe it's the first time as a trio they've entered this new world of, the world is not new to them, but as them as a team. Yeah. This set is so long, though. Like, it goes on for so long. You can't really see the end of it or how they handle that. But yeah, the video is just looping again, but you can kind of see a little bit of direction happening. Or actually, no, is that the slate person? Yeah, that's the slate guy right there. You can barely see it, but he's had the slate doing the whole scene 1 or scene 5, take 12, whatever. It's them walking around. Wish I could just see how much farther the set goes. This is probably the 104 street set. You can see it up there, but then you don't get to see exactly where it ends. Here's another shot someone took from inside somewhere. Pretty short shot. The camera's probably back there somewhere of them walking through. It's crazy just how many multiple different angles people have gotten of just this same shot. It's like the amount of behind the scenes I've already seen is nuts. Like, I almost feel like it might ruin it for me. But I feel like anyone who's already played the games knows the story, so it's not really a spoiler. Just seeing all this stuff, it's very likely they're just going to do the first game in the first season. But they could add stuff, they could change stuff, you don't know. So here's another shot of a different angle. It's so many different angles. It's like, it is kind of giving you an idea of what could be happening with the story. Like, this is the shot happening, and there's two cameras, so there's like a two shot or whatever. Like, I don't know the words. I'm pretending like I know what I'm talking about. I've worked on sets before, but I don't know all the actual camera terminology. But this is them leaving a location. I don't know if it's supposed to be, and that's not the same one that they go into with that's the legislature building. It's possible that this could be like literally their first outing as a trio. Like, they met in there, whatever that's supposed to be. I don't know if they're actually shooting in there or that's just an exterior location. This could be like the first time they walk out into the world together. That's Joel. Yeah, that's Joel, and that's Tess, and that's Ellie. And they're both looks like they're both kind of doing like a safety check to see if there's any enemies in the area, any zombies or whatever they're going to call them in this movie. I forget. Clickers, or the clickers are like the scarier ones. But yeah, this could be just a shot of them leaving, and it's like, this is all, I think this is natural light. I don't know, I can't really tell from this shot. Maybe it's indoor, maybe it's nighttime, and this is like, there's huge lights here, and it looks like it's outdoors. I mean, it looks like it's exterior, natural light, but you can't really tell. But I'm guessing this is kind of like their first time ever leaving into the world together. And then the next shot would be like the shot of them walking from behind through that whole 104 Street area. I've never broken down a show this much before it's come out. Like, it's kind of fun, but I don't want to ruin the show for me when it comes out next year. But I've never really been this excited for a show before it came out, like, ever. I don't think I could ever really thought about a show that much before it's come out, other than like the second season of The Witcher. I can't wait for that. That's going to be sick. Okay, this shot here is just this isn't a scene being shot. I guess it's just like, off camera crap. Yeah, just Pedro there just kind of screwing around. Like, you can see him standing there being silly. Yeah, see him and Bella already dancing. You can see it. They're dancing. That's like hilarious, actually, because I've seen, I can't even tell you how many behind the scenes videos I've seen of actors on set just dancing and fooling around. Being on set could be boring, so they do things to. See this Pedro right there, and I think that's Anna Torv. I don't know who this guy is. I think he's maybe the double for Pedro, or it could be just a guy on set who happens to. No, I'm thinking this could be like his double or something, like for behind the scenes shots. Yeah, it is. And there he is, just kind of fooling around, dancing around. There's him dancing around, and then I can see right here, Bella comes in. They have to keep each other entertained because they're going to be on this show together for a long time. And this is probably like the first or second day they've worked together ever. So, but I mean, from what I've seen, Pedro seems like a really nice, cool, fun dude. So I don't know. Yeah, this shot here is just Pedro walking, hanging around on set. I don't know. Nothing really telling about what's happening here. It's just a shot of Pedro, I don't know, going to the bathroom, maybe going to have lunch, taking a break. Did he give the guy? It sounds like he gave the guy something, but Yeah, not a whole lot happening. Is that people up there watching? I don't know. The set is like just out on the open in the middle of the street in Edmonton for anyone to see, and I'm like jealous because when I was in Calgary when they were shooting here, I didn't find anything. I was biking around where I thought they were going to be, just trying to catch anything. Nothing. But I'm hoping they're coming back to Calgary. Okay, here's one I didn't maximize it to see the date. This is October 15th. Today is the 16th. So yesterday somebody shot this and they're already tearing down the set. So they're done shooting in this location, whatever this is. I just saw somebody driving off with Mini Cooper. I guess if that was on set or somebody just walking through, I don't know, but is it just people walking? I'm not sure who's part of this crew, who's just walking around because it's their neighborhood, but people walking around, throwing things out, like bringing stuff back to the truck. All the cars got to be moved out, I guess. This is, I don't know, whatever, some old dude just walking around. I don't know if that Cooper is part of the set or someone was just, like, did they even... No, that's Beyond the Fence is not in the shot. Imagine going to a restaurant, eating, and just sitting there watching them. So yeah, I think this is all the footage I've been able to find so far. Video footage, just photos, but photos are not as interesting when the camera's moving and shooting what they're actually shooting. It's interesting it makes you want to hypothesize about how the show is, what they're gonna do, and how the season. I don't know how many episodes. It's going to like 8 to 10, I think. That's the average HBO. Thanks for watching.